What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So on today's episode, I'm going to discuss how having the correct image can build your wealth. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out, give you leverage to better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why do I say that the correct image will help build your wealth? Excuse me, I actually did a pretty intense workout today. It's just bear with me. It's my birthday, so I had to come out here and get it in. Normally I don't do Sundays, but like I said, today's my birthday, and I had to get it in for my birthday, right? So the correct image. So I'm pretty sure a lot of adults that watch this channel have heard the expression before, dress to impress, right? So, depending on what kind of job you're trying to get, you should dress the part, you know what I'm saying? And it's not about being fake. It's not about, catering to the job itself. But depending on what kind of job you're trying to get, there's a certain image and a certain persona that this particular job wants, right? Doesn't matter what kind of job it is, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be some type of image when it comes to whatever job you get. Very few jobs you're going to get in life is going to be a situation where you can just come to work dressed like whatever and it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's an environment where they say, a relaxed look, they don't want you coming in with a tank top on and some short shorts, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't work like that, you know what I'm saying? So, like for myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I retired from the military, you know what I'm saying? I had to, wear a suit and, and do a couple other things or whatever, college shirt, all these things, because I knew I was going back into the government sector of work, right? And when you work for the government, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to have a certain image portrayed by folks, you know what I'm saying? They want folks to look clean cut, all these other things, right? But I will say, being a contractor going back into the government space, I had a little bit more leeway when it came to, what I dressed. But you best be sure that I didn't come in there with some sneakers and a pair of jeans with a lighter hanging off my pants or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do anything like that. I already knew what was good. I already knew what was up when it came to me getting that type of job, right? And young folks that may watching this video right now may feel like, I'm not being real, and I'm just not cut out to have a job like that. I just want to work for myself. Well, you can do that, you know what I'm saying? I always say on this channel, you know what I'm saying, create an LLC and create a business, right? Start an LLC and create a business. But what I would say to young folks is that you got to start off somewhere, and I would say that probably, this is a high number, but I would say probably 90% of folks that were entrepreneurs before had jobs, like they worked for somebody, you know what I'm saying? It may not have been a 9 to 5, it might have been, they're working for another contractor, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But they worked under somebody at one point, right? And, if they were smart and they knew how money works or whatever, they used that job as leverage, to move on to bigger and better things, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be get a better job, save money to start their own business. But best be sure that when they got hired by that company or that particular organization, they wanted that person to represent that company the way they wanted to be represented. And if you have a look where it's not conducive to their environment, they're not going to hire you, guy. You know what I'm saying? They're just not going to do that. There's a guy that was on YouTube some years ago. He passed away. He'll remain nameless, right? But I think if I speak a little bit more about him right now in this video, you'll kind of understand and recognize what I'm talking about. But this guy had said on one podcast he had that folks needed to cut their hair, be clean cut, you know what I'm saying, like shaving face, or at the very least, you know what I'm saying, like make sure your beard is tightened up, wear collared shirts, wear a tie, put some smell good on, wear some nice shoes, make sure the shoes you wear matches with the slacks or the suit you have on. Basically, he was an image consultant, you know what I'm saying? And he was saying that, it doesn't matter what kind of job you're trying to get, you know what I'm saying? If you know what type of environment and what kind of image that job wants, then you need to be able to, to cater to that particular environment, that particular image, right? He worked in the business sector, so he was always in a suit and things like that. And, I know it might seem kind of, I might be kind of contrary to what I'm looking like right now, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. So think about, you know, folks that know who Jay-Z is, right? You know, he has huge locks right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's a billionaire. So what he did was he got to the point in his career where he's like, you know what, I can do whatever I want to do because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody right now at this present time that can affect my money based off of my image. So I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you recall, right? If you recall how Jay-Z looked when he first came out, he was in a suit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the first couple albums he had as an album cover, he was in a suit. He was clean shaven. You know, he was always looking dapper, always was looking clean cut in some of his videos, on his album covers, all of that. There was a reason why he was doing that. There was a reason why he was doing that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, peep game when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying? But as of right now, in his wealth and his age, who he got to answer to, you know what I'm saying? So he can do what he want to do. So that's the reason why I look the way I look right now. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting locks for a very long time. And I have put myself in position to where me growing locks is not going to affect my work. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a skill set and I have built myself up to the point where, like, not to say that I can't be let go. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that the environment that I'm in right now, this is not a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? But if I had not had that skill set and I was not able to, to provide a certain service to these companies when it came to IT stuff, then I would definitely, take a second look and rethink how my image is, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm always coming to work in a collared shirt. I'm always coming to work without no jeans on, with some nice shoes. You know what I'm saying? The image is still there, you know what I'm saying? I still want to represent the company very well, you know what I'm saying? But locks is not affecting, my employment, if that makes any sense, right? And, you know, there are some organizations, whatever, that will conform, because, you know, you definitely don't want to be in a situation where the company don't want to be in a situation where they're discriminating against somebody, right? You know, case in point, the military. I'm not sure exactly how the other services are, but in the Army, for a very long time, black women couldn't wear cornrows or locks or anything that was considered a braid in uniform, right? Sounds crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? But I guess they looked at it like it wasn't professional. And they also had a argument where, based off of how big the woman's hair was, how large it was, it would affect the wear of certain headgear. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But there was a big stink about it, and eventually they changed that rule. So now, if you're a black woman joining the Army, I'm pretty sure they have it in other services too, but I can only speak for the Army. In the Army, you can actually wear braids, cornrows, and ethnic hairdos. But at first you couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? So there is a certain level of, how can I say, there's a certain level of leeway when it comes to, certain wear, because the companies don't want to be seen as being discriminatory. But the bottom line is that, you know, a lot of companies don't want to have an image that's not conducive to their environment. So image can build you wealth. So understand what kind of job you have and make sure that your image is not affecting the bottom line of that company. All right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out. You leverage. You better yourselves. Find and finish some folk. Triple F, I'm gone.